Andi Purewal for ID Boxing, joined by former WBO World Cruiserweight Champion Johnny Nelson here in Manchester. Johnny, you've just seen Lawrence Okolie defend his WBO title against David Light. Just your immediate reaction to his performance in his ring?
I think David Light could take a hell of a shot. I think he probably exposed the vulnerabilities that still exist in Lawrence's style, which we know. We know he's not the finished article. We also know that even though he's not the finished article, he's still a world champion, and he's in that situation now where he looks like he's easy to beat. But because he's got that punch power, that's his lifesaver, and David Light couldn't get past the reach, couldn't get past the unorthodox style of Okolie. So Okolie got the job done. And that was it. So as far as he's concerned, he goes on, has to keep learning, has to tighten up, has to get his union with his coach and get everything in place before he comes up against real stiff opposition.
Johnny, some boos tonight. The crowd wasn't happy with what they saw. Do you understand their frustrations?
I totally do. I totally get it. But you've got to give this boy time. Give him time to mature. To give him time to get comfortable. And then when he's got time to get comfortable, then let's talk. But at the moment, you've got to. At the end of the day, he's a world champion. And whilst he's there, it don't matter how he's there. You know, he's a world champion. So you can say he's this, he's that, he's not this, but he's a world champion, and that wasn't given to him. So, but it's quite clear there's a lot more work to be done with Lawrence Okolie.
If you're Richard Riakporhe, what do you make of that tonight?
If I was Richard Riakporhe, I'd be rubbing my hands together. I'm quite sure of the fighters that are in touching distance of a world title, but it looks easier than what it is. And I must admit, before I thought Lawrence and Richard, and I was tight to say who'd win. Now, in my opinion, I think Richard would beat Lawrence, and because he's tighter, he's more together. But that punch power changes everything.
Johnny, Kell, Brook and Liam Smith were sat next to each other ringside. Obviously, Kell, Brook, somebody you're very close with. Your thoughts? Will we see that fight? What do you know? Anything was discussed?
I've been asked before. I don't know what's been discussed. I hope we don't. Kelly's his own man. He's here with his dad. The conversation is being had. But I can just speculate like everybody else.
Just a final one, Johnny, because no cue's formed and you wanted to shoot up, so I apologise for that. Yeah, another one's just popped on. Fury-Joyce reports that Joe Joyce will step in with Tyson in the summer. Your thoughts if that ends up being the Tyson Fury? Joe Joyce reports that Joe Joyce might step in and face Tyson in the summer now. Seems like Joe's a front runner to face Tyson next beyond his bout with Zhang Zhilei in April.
Joe Joyce will step in with Tyson Fury. That's a good fight. That's a really good fight, and I'd like to see that. I'd be surprised, but I'd like to see that.
I spoke to David Price earlier. He said that he sees it as maybe a bit of a PR move. Do you see that?
Yeah, I don't believe it. Joe Joyce, like it or not, is in the Who Needs Him club. You only fight him when you have to. So I'd be surprised.
Johnny, pleasure as always. Thank you.
Anytime.
Cheers, Johnny.